It's like this. And the demigods explain, yes, there is such a place. And they explain to him, it's the Vaikuntha planets, where there is no dualities. And the Devadutas explain to him that you can only get there through devotional service, through unalloyed pure devotion. So Mudgala Rishi said that you guys go ahead, I'm not coming with you. I'll just stay here and continue, I'll perform devotional service and attain the supreme destination. What's the use of so much austerity and this and that to attain something which will ultimately end? He said, I don't want that kind of destination. So like Prahlad Maharaj said, to go to hell is real hard work. But to go back home, back to Godhead, is really easy. To please Krishna, to serve Krishna, is very easy. Because no matter how much we have, actually the more we have, the more we are frustrated. Just like most of us, we don't have much. But I talk to some, rich people, Indian people, they explain that, they're always in anxiety, they have so much, they're always thinking about like how to invest, where to invest, what's the best thing to do. Because they know in the back of their mind they're going to die. And after they die, what does it matter how much you have, where you invest, and all these things. So the more we have, the more we are in anxiety. So it's better that we don't have much, but we have, spiritual wealth. We have devotional service. And through devotional service, we can actually conquer Krishna, who is called Ajita. Ajita in Sanskrit means unconquerable. Through devotional service, we can actually conquer Jita. We can make Krishna Jita, conquered. And what more can a person aspire for? This whole creation. There's nothing higher. It's explained in the Mahabharata how when Arjuna was actually fighting, Krishna was his chariot driver, and when you're fighting the war, you don't actually have time to actually tell the driver what to do. So you basically kick them. If you're the fighter, you basically kick the guy who rides your chariot. If you kick him on the right side, then he goes right. You kick him on the left side, he goes left. You kick him straight, then he goes straight, like that. So can you imagine the Supreme Personality Godhead taking the position of the chariot driver of Arjuna and being kicked? There's so many examples Prabhupada gives. Krishna carries his wooden sandals. Krishna carries the wooden sandals of Nanda Maharaj. The other day, Mahamantra Prabhu was saying, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just for a little buttermilk, he's actually dancing. The gopis tell him, okay, we'll give you a little buttermilk, you dance, and all that. Krishna dances. So, we cannot imagine the good fortune we have given by Srila Prabhupada. Just like yesterday, there was this nice preaching program near Artesia. Ratna Bhushan made a very nice speech. There were like so many people, at least like 1,000 people. There was this famous musician who's come from Mumbai. It's a very big person. But the organizers, they invited us to come and do kirtan before he starts. So we were supposed to sing for a half hour. The person came a little late, so we were singing for 40 minutes, and then after he came, everybody was touching his feet and trying to get his attention like that, but he signaled to us like, keep singing, so he sat down in the crowd. There's so many like video cameras and photos being taken. I was just thinking, how only the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, there is no, how do you say, there is no qualification necessary to chant in front of him. Such a famous singer is sitting there. But I was thinking, well, what can I do? I'm here and the holy name is all powerful. And I was just chanting, and there's like at least 1,000 people. They were listening and they ate the Prashadam of Sri Sri Rukmini Dwarkadhish. So we have given something which is very valuable, and we could also share that with others. There's no comparison to what we have been given. And you can give this to anybody, rich, poor, famous, infamous, crazy. Anyone can chant this Hare Krishna mantra and attain the supreme perfection, love for Krishna. So the end there. Is there any questions or comments? Amal Bhakta, can you give the mic?
In the drawer.
It's not there.
Doesn't know what the drawer is.
First of all, does anyone have a question? You can go before me if you have a question to ask. This is a comment. All right, the comment that I just wanted to make, first of all, is thank you very much for so many wonderful illustrative stories to bring out and emphasize certain spiritual principles or bhakti principles. They're all very nice and easy to understand those stories. I just wanted to comment on just one point, and that is, you had mentioned, and it's quite true, that as a devotee can even conquer Krishna. But I want to make it very clear that that is never a devotee's goal. The goal is not to conquer Krishna, but to be conquered by Krishna. This is our goal. What does it mean to be conquered by Krishna? It means that we are always resistant to giving ourselves or surrendering ourselves to the Supreme Lord. As a result, this creates a gulf or a space between our heart and Krishna's heart. And the less surrender there is, the bigger the space or the gulf is. So the business of the devotee is to surrender more and more and more until he is 100% surrendered, and then at that point he is totally conquered by Krishna. The conquest, of course, is the conquest of the false ego. The false ego is taken by Krishna and literally dissolved, and all there is left is the real ego, which now devotes and dedicates itself totally and fully to serving Krishna lovingly, doing whatever Krishna wants him to do. So therefore, the devotee is always aspiring to be conquered by Krishna. And when he actually is totally conquered by Krishna, the irony of it all is, as you mentioned, he has conquered Krishna. So by wanting to be conquered by Krishna, or to please Krishna's senses, please Krishna's mind, please Krishna's intelligence, please Krishna, period, one automatically gets so much affection and love and kindness and grace from Krishna that yes, he in effect does conquer Krishna.
Thank you. Shastra Krit Das Srimad bhagavatam.